On the topic of Passover, we'll read selected excerpts. We are on the topic of From Exile to Redemption, item 139.
We are still studying about Passover, and we have more to learn. We are in excerpt 139, and let's see how much we understand, how we enter emotionally these excerpts and can absorb from them their atmosphere to go deeper into the states that these excerpts tell us. Please.
Item 139. This means that since this Malchut was still in exile, she could not save Israel. But when she is delivered from exile, it is to the contrary. She gives man the spirit so that he is high-spirited. When Moses came and announced the annunciation of the redemption, they could not believe such a thing. That they would be delivered from the exile in Egypt. As it is written, "And I will bring you out from under the afflictions of Egypt, and I will save you from their work." That is, they will not only have no hard work, but they will not have any work at all. This they could not believe, that such a thing could be. Had they believed it, then by the power of faith, they would have come out from the exile. Meaning that Malchut, called spirit, would go higher in importance.
A lot is written here, meaning even during the exile, even at the end of the exile, a person who exits, who is already seemingly ready to come out of exile. He doesn't believe that he is coming out. He doesn't feel that he is coming out. He doesn't find the forces that lead him out of exile. He is in the dark. He doesn't believe that soon he will have a new state, that some force will come that will bring him out from in order to receive and will shift him in order to bestow. He still cannot picture these things. The closer we get to exiting the exile, to coming out of the will to receive, the more we feel how deep we are in the will to receive, how unable we are not to think or feel or picture what I will have, how I will have it, how it can even be that I am emerging from the will to receive. So this is the situation before the exodus from Egypt. This is why that state is called darkness, night. And specifically at midnight, at half the night. That's when they come out of Egypt. Meaning the Creator kind of plays a trick on them. As it says, with a hard hand, because otherwise they would remain. And we will learn this. So what we have now is that those who want to come out of Egypt are beginning to feel that two forces are operating on them. One force is keeping them in Egypt, the force of Pharaoh, and the other force wants to pull them out of Egypt. That's the force of the Creator. 140.
140. When a person has faith, he does not escape the campaign, meaning says that he sees that the Creator does not hear his prayer. So, there is no one to pray to. Rather, he believes that the Creator does hear his prayer, and the Creator has given him the awareness to know what lowliness one is in, that it never occurred to him that he would be so immersed in self-love. Hence, each time he braces himself and does not move from praying to the Creator. He says, the Creator must want a true desire to appear in me, which will deliver me from this exile. Then he does not stop thanking the Creator for revealing to him his true state. Also, he stands and prays to the Creator, since he sees that the Creator hears a prayer, in that he showed him the evil, and he will certainly also help him out of the evil, which is called redemption. In other words, he believes that the Creator let him see that he is in exile and will certainly deliver him from exile. Again, 140. Therefore, when a person has this faith, he does not escape from the campaign, meaning says that he sees that the Creator does not hear his prayer, so there's no one to pray to. Rather, he believes that the Creator does hear his prayer, and that the Creator has given him the awareness to know what lowliness one is in, that it never occurred to him that he would be so immersed in self-love. Hence, each time he braces himself and does not move from praying to the Creator.
These are the states we have before the exodus from Egypt, where no one believed that they're coming out. He discovers himself so that egoistic, and more so.
He says, the Creator must want a true desire to appear in me, which will deliver me from this exile. Then he does not stop thanking the Creator for revealing to him his true state. Also, he stands and prays to the Creator, since he sees that the Creator hears a prayer, in that he showed him the evil, and he will certainly also help him out of the evil, which is called redemption. In other words, he believes that the Creator let him see that he is in exile and will certainly deliver him from exile.
Spain 1.
Buenos días, Rafa y días amigos. Espero que se me escucha ahora. El estado que usted ha descrito de vacío cuando uno sale, de no sentir.
The state that you've described of the Exodus feels like something empty where you don't feel anything. How can you know that you're in the right state and you don't suffer from lack of care and indifference and so forth?
It's according to his efforts to connect with the friends. There is no other way here to check the real situation that a person is in. He has to adhere to his society and together with them try to keep themselves, maintain themselves at a certain level of mutual bestowal, mutual support, mutual care, until the Creator lifts them truly above the intention to receive. Okay?
Woman PT 10.
Women PT 10.
Shalom Rav, toda rabba.
Hello, Rav, thank you. You said, I heard at least, that it takes a long time. How do we, in our 10, can speed up the time if we want to come out of Egypt this Passover?
Only through the effort to connect among you. Only through the efforts to connect between you. Continuing to read 141. All the torments and pains he suffers are because he cannot work for the Creator. He wants to work in order to bestow, but the body is enslaved to the klipot, shells, and does not let him have this aim. At that time, he cries out to the Creator to help him because he sees that he is in exile among the klipot, the shells. They govern him, and he sees no way that he will be able to emerge from their control. It follows that at that time, his prayer is regarded as a real prayer, because he cannot come out from this exile. As it is written, and he brought Israel out from their midst, for his mercy is forever. Since this is against nature, only the Creator can deliver Israel from this exile. We'll move on to a song.
I'm happy that I was created in a generation like this. I'm happy that I was created in a generation like this. If not now, if not now, if not now, then when? If not now, if not now, when we love, we utilize.
Okay, we're moving on to a new title. Every boy who is born, cast him in the Nile. Excerpt number 142. And he said, when you deliver the Hebrew women, see upon the birth stool, if it is a boy, put him to death, and if it is a girl, she shall live. Pharaoh commanded all his people, saying, every boy who is born, cast him in the Nile, and every girl, keep alive.
Meaning that anyone in whom there's a tendency towards connection, bestowal, which is called a son, then these have to be detected and killed, thrown to the Nile once again. And only those who don't have an inclination to connect, them you can leave them and let them live. That's how we should look at the attitude of our ego towards the will to receive and the will to bestow. Okay, 143.
143. When a person begins to walk on the path of the Creator, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is the king who rules over the bodies to keep those who work in order to bestow, so that the bodies will resist and they will not be able to achieve the desired wholeness, which is that all his actions will be for the sake of the Creator. For this reason, he said, meaning commanded, that when the workers engage in Torah and mitzvot, commandments, called Hebrews, when the work in Torah and mitzvot belongs to the servants of the Creator, while the Egyptians are when one engages in corporeal actions, in which the Egyptians engage as well. Only when they engage in Torah and mitzvot, they are called Hebrews.
This is a division that's within each and every person and in general in all of humanity. Those who belong to getting closer to the Creator are called Hebrew, and those who are unrelated to getting closer to the Creator are called nations of the world. Next.
144. See on the birth stool is the time when one says that he wants to understand what he is doing, for what purpose he engages in Torah and mitzvot, commandments. If he is a boy, meaning his work is in order to bestow, and this is his desire when he engages in Torah and mitzvot, put him to death, meaning do not give him any vitality or strength, so he will stop his work. If it is a girl, meaning his intention has the quality of female in order to receive, she shall live, meaning you can give him strength and vitality, because that person does not wish to come out of Egypt, and there is no reason to fear him. Hence, you may help him. Let him do whatever he wants, even if he is meticulous in all kinds of manners, since in any case he will remain with us in Egypt, and it is not worthwhile to exert for no reason, for in any case he is one of ours.
Yes. Women have 2.
Thank you, Rav. What can a person do against this decree of Pharaoh?
What decree?
That every desire to bestow, every nearing to connection, you have to kill.
We have to connect against that and ask the Creator. We have nothing else to do, really. Only to connect between us more and more each time and ask the Creator to take us closer to Him. And so that's what we do each time that we discover some disturbance.
Who is it in us that wants to kill the connection?
Pharaoh?
But
no.
Okay, thank you. It's as if, does it happen or does the Creator not let it happen?
The Creator sets up everything, but we are talking about the forces that He activates. So, one of them is Pharaoh, and Moses is corresponding to Pharaoh. He wants to take the people of Israel out of the rule of Pharaoh.
What eventually gives Moses the power to succeed?
That's because he's a loyal shepherd, meaning his power of faith, his power of connection to the Creator.
And how can we hang on to Moses?
We have to connect between us and then ask the Creator. We don't really pray to Moses. Moses is the messenger, the auxiliary of the Creator. But the main thing is the Creator. So we have to turn to Him, and then He organizes His messengers towards us in the right way. That these messengers direct us, connect us, take us out of Egypt, and put us through all of the desert and the Red Sea to the people of Israel.
Moses leads the people in their lowest state. How can we feel the guidance of this force? How do we follow it?
Only in prayer. Only in prayer.
A prayer to hear His guidance? What prayer?
And that we each time pray to the Creator to unify us and raise us closer to Him. PT 17.
Rav, it seems like every good intention that is born, every Moses that is born in a person, the ego kills him in a second. How can we preserve this Moses that is born within so he can develop and protect himself?
Only by connection with the group, that all of us, as if, give birth to Moses and nurture him to grow among you. And then, along with him, you begin to rise in spiritual degrees.
Is there an act of hiding him from Pharaoh?
You don't need to. You don't need to hide him. Everything is organized in a way that you will feel the extent to which Moses is compatible to Pharaoh and how much he can use Pharaoh in the right way.
German 4.
German 4.
Bedeutet, einen Jungen zu gebären. Sind nicht alle Verlangen, die in mir auftauchen, in der Absicht zu empfangen, also weiblich?
What is the meaning of delivering a son? Don't all the desires that appear in us have the intention to receive?
Yes, all of our desires that appear within us to begin with, they're all in order to receive. Yes. We all start from the evil inclination.
Aber was bedeutet es dann, einen Jungen zu gebären? Wo kommt dieser Wunsch her?
So, what is the meaning of giving birth to a son?
Give birth to a son means that by the study, by the connection with the friends, we come to a certain desire or thought that have some interest in bestowing.
Il Bore è colui che fa nascere i figli maschi, eppure lui è il faraone che vuole gettarli nel Nilo.
The Creator is causing the birth of baby boys, and He's also Pharaoh who wants to throw them in the Nile. So what is our role?
We have to only make a choice between them and grow on top of both, Pharaoh and the Creator. And thus, each time, cling to the Creator, adhere to Him more and more. That's our work, a work of choice.
Perché a salvarlo il figlio maschio è una donna?
Why is the one who eventually saves the baby boy is a woman?
In many cases, we see from the stories of the Torah that the woman is actually helpful in correcting and liberating the man, and without her, he would not succeed. We see this in many stories. And so this indicates that we too understand that we have to correct the will to bestow, strengthen it so much so that it corrects the will to receive, so that it rules over the will to receive, and that ruling of the will to receive is actually its choice. That's how we should understand the tendency of the Torah. Okay? Good. Let's end it here. And we'll continue this topic tomorrow. It's 4:15. So please, sir.
So before the next part, let's sing a song together, please.
Thousands of years in the darkness we roam, chasing a whisper that's guiding us home. So many miles searching for a sign to break free from these cages of time. Is there some place beyond all the noise, a sweet silence behind every voice? Something pulling us out from the dark, something holding